I don't know if you could ever match that. I mean, as far as you know, Canada being hockey, and I mean that was I think they said 85% of the population watched the game. That, I mean, it was, you can prepare all you want. I don't think I'll ever see that again or experience anything like that. It was, it was fun, and obviously there was a lot of pressure, but it was something that, I don't think I'll ever see something like that again.
Penguins, as soon as they got back from the Olympic break, well, they made a big move. They acquired Jordan Leopold, an offensive-minded, puck-moving defenseman from the Florida Panthers for a second-round pick in the upcoming NHL draft. A steep price to pay, given that general manager Ray Shero does not like parting with draft picks. But when you look at the needs of this team, and everybody from Shero to head coach Dan Bylsma has talked about the need to improve the defense, this is a really smart move for this organization. What Leopold adds is puck movement, puck retrieval, exactly what Dan Bylsma commands to have this offense run efficiently from the defensive end. This move allows the Penguins to possibly put on the ice 6 swift skating defensemen at all times. Jay McKee may be the odd man out. Jordan Leopold, the newest Penguin, had a lot to say about his first game.
Yeah, I think it's quite a following for this team. You look at that. I think they got a bullseye, or we have a bullseye on our chest every day, just from being Stanley Cup champions in the past, and that just creates more of a challenge for us as players. And we got to go out and perform and get points every night.
One of the great things about this game Tuesday night at Mellon Arena is Sidney Crosby, the Penguins captain and Canada's Olympic icon after his gold medal winning goal, going against Ryan Miller, the U.S. hero in goal, who was the MVP of the Olympic men's hockey tournament. Now, the one thing you know about Crosby, big goals in big games, and Trib columnist Kevin Gorman is here with me to talk a little bit about not only what Crosby brings, but also what Evgeny Malkin might be bringing coming back from a disappointing Olympics.
Well, that's the one thing about Evgeny Malkin, is that he came back from the Olympics angry about the disappointment of Russia going home empty-handed. They didn't get a medal. They came in as the co-favorites to win gold. And so for Malkin to come back without a medal at all was very frustrating for him and countryman Sergei Gonchar. And Gonchar called it the biggest disappointment of his career. And I think it's going to be one of the great motivators for Evgeny Malkin. I think this is a guy who plays best when he's angry. And as evidenced last year by the Stanley Cup Final, Game 2, 19 penalty minutes, goes down swinging, comes back the next night, has a big game, leads the Penguins to 4 out of 5 victories in the Stanley Cup Final. So I think that's a guy who plays best when he's got a little bit of anger in his mindset.
The one thing you do know about the Penguins, too, is when you're talking about Sidney Crosby, Kevin, and you're going to be addressing this in some of the stuff you write about today, is that he is a big moment player. That's the one thing we're established about him early in his NHL career. Big moments, and he's not necessarily judged anymore by goals and points. He's judged by championships.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be a winner, for sure. I think there's other things that define people besides championships. I would hope that more than that. But as a player, that's what you play for. That's what you work towards. And you put everything you can into working hard, so you can have those opportunities.
Well, again, Penguin fans, the trade deadline, always one of the busiest time of years in the NHL. There's really 2 days to move players anymore. The trade deadline and then July 1st free agency opening of period. So what you're talking about now is a lot of general managers in these last hours are going to be making calls, trying to upgrade their teams. There's only about 5 teams that are sellers, so it's a seller's market right now, as everybody thinks, for the most part, they have a chance to win the Stanley Cup that right now has its home in Pittsburgh. So Trib Total Media, where you can read your best and see your best and hear your best Penguins coverage. I'm Penguins beat reporter Rob Rossi, also for Kevin Gorman.